So this is Superman Year One, Black Label, which is interesting. I didn't know that they were doing a Superman Black Label. I knew that Frank Miller was writing this, but for some reason, the Black Label stuff escaped me. I didn't know that. So when I picked it up, I was like, "What's this?" Because I called up to the shop and said, "Hey, can you hold this for me? I definitely want this book because Frank Miller is writing it, and it's Superman. It's nice, let me tell you, to read a Superman book and not be disappointed because, settle around, kids, as I tell you a story from back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, before Bendis came. Remember all that Bendis is coming? You'd open up a book, there's big Bendis's bald face on a white piece of paper. It said Bendis is coming. It was more like, I felt like a threat. Like I felt like they were threatening me at some point about it. I didn't like it. But there was a time, kids, when Superman and Action Comics were bi-monthly books. So you honestly got a Superman book every week. You got Superman Action Comics, Superman Action Comics. One was written by Tomasi, one was written by Jurgens. Two great writers, especially Dan Jurgens, who wrote a long run on Superman back in the day. So the dude knows what he's doing. And unfortunately, that ended Bendis game, and they gave Bendis both books. Not one, they gave him both books. And then let's also point out that they gave him, pretty much the entire DC line. They let him pretty much do whatever he wants. He's literally got more power there than he ever had at Marvel, and he's running Superman into the ground. So I stopped reading Superman. It sucks. Like, honestly, it's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character. I really like Superman for a lot of reasons, and this was a fun book. I didn't know if it was going to be super dark or what, because Miller's kind of a dark dude, but I can say it's not that. So I don't know how many books this is going to get, but it's not really a year one, which is kind of funny because this whole issue starts off with him leaving Krypton. Oh, and by the way, John Romita Jr., great artist, so the art's good in the whole book. And this is this book's $8. Look how thick it is. Look how thick that is. You get your $8 worth, which is nice. It took me about an hour to read it, to really shift through it, whereas like a normal comic, which is $4, you read through it in 15 minutes. So this was really nice. I did really enjoy this. It starts off with like him as a baby, and it shows when they found him. And this book pretty much just goes through his whole high school, like from grade school to high school. The only thing that's to change, like the splinter that changes it, is he ends up joins the Navy. He's like, the sea's calling. So he joins the Navy at the end. He's a young man, 18, in the Navy, wants to be in the Navy SEALs. He wants to explore the world, and he figures the best way to do that would be to join the military, which is true. You do get to see a lot of the world if you join the military, which is the reason he's doing it. But I'm wondering how this could be a really interesting break from the norm, because there's a lot of like ethical choices here. I don't think they're going to have him kill. So I think you're going to get to a point where they're going to have him, how far will they go with this? Are they going to take him to the Middle East? Here's him and Lana Lang. This was a really crazy scene. Are they going to take him to the Middle East? Going to make him have a choice on what he can do? This is really interesting, I think, direction they're going with it. So I'm willing to give it a chance. I really hope they don't have him take anybody out. That would be very uncharacteristic of Superman. But they do a really good job with him, like being careful and hurting people. Like there's a really good scene where he's like on the football team. A lot of this that's told in here is something you might have already seen before. A little bit different. It's got that Frank Miller spin, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's good. And you get a lot of comic book, which you don't get, from a lot of other books. So I think it's worth checking out. I really liked it. Hopefully it's not sold out. It might be. these Black Label books, you know how it is. So yeah, check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought if you read it. Tell me what you think about Bendis's run. Also, if you're reading that garbage, if you like it, please tell me why. And that's pretty much it. Follow me over my Twitch. There's a link in the description for my Twitch. And I'll see you.